uncertainty and fear, and you kind of expressed that uncertainty because you're saying the same things he said, which was he's worried about his taxes going up. You're worried about your taxes going up. They see mandates with health care coming in, and they believe that their costs are going up, and I believe the health care law will raise health care costs significantly. Nevertheless, they're worried about all these issues. And what I'm afraid is happening, or could happen, is you could have what's called a capital strike, where there are those in small business like yourself, mid-size, and even large corporations. We know the corporations it's happening, that they are holding on the money and not investing out of fear and uncertainty about the future because of the policies coming out of Washington. And it's incumbent upon us to try to bring about some greater level of stability and predictability. We should do things right now, like index for inflation, the alternative minimum tax. Let people know that their taxes are not going to go up when these tax cuts are set to expire in a couple of months. Because what will happen is, that will basically be a big tax on small business. And these guys, these people in small business are hearing that. They think their taxes are going up. They know they're going up because of the health care bill. I mean, there are taxes all over the place there. There's taxes on unearned income, and capital gains rates are scheduled to go up. We got to make sure this doesn't happen and send some signals to those people who want to create jobs, whether they be small or large, that we want to let them know that we have a more friendly, hospitable environment.
But what's happening to us is it's becoming more profitable for us to become a ward of the government, go on Social Security, let you pay for all our health bills, than it is for us to invest our money, go out there, take risk on a low profit margin, and know that that profit margin is going to disappear, and all we're going to be doing is working for taxes, to pay taxes for social justice system. So we're falling into the thing of, hey, why don't we become one of the, the social justice Obamites, that the government takes care of us and pays everything? Because there's no way I'm going to afford school taxes and property taxes and county and Lehigh and everybody else that wants a piece of my pie but doesn't want to help me make money.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, you're very articulate, and it's clear to me that Congress has an obligation. The government doesn't create jobs. I think we all get that. The government does not create jobs, but the only thing the government can do is create an environment where people like you and others can invest and create jobs. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. And we saw the job numbers come out for May. We saw that that month, there had been all but 40,000 jobs. For that month, 400,000 jobs were created, a little over that. But nearly all of them were in the government sector, mostly census, part-time census work that was temporary. And that's just unacceptable. And then came the June numbers, and we actually lost jobs, on the net. And so we need to create private sector opportunities because government spending and government jobs are simply not going to be sustainable for the long term as a policy. So thanks again. I want to try to get to a few more calls, Mike. And Ann, thank you for being with us. Let's go to let's go to Martha. Is in Germansville, I think. Hi, Martha.
Hello. We both are independents. Through our whole life, we've been independents. We vote Republican, we vote Democrat. But we have questions before we vote, and one is, and I like to make two quick comments. First of all, the gentleman about atomic energy, does nobody remember 3 Mile Island? My parents lived in Harrisburg. I live in Allentown area. This whole end of the state could have been wiped off the face of the earth and uninhabitable for years if that hadn't been fixed in time. Secondly, who wants atomic waste to be hauled by truck or train through their neighborhood, their town, their city, exposing everybody to the radioactivity and to possible terroristic attacks? And as far as socialistic turn of this country, I have friends in Canada and England. Nobody there is dying of cancer because they can't afford the medicines. I have a friend that is dying of cancer because they cannot afford to pay the big pharmaceutical companies the money that they're asking for those drugs. This is not socialistic, believe me, in America. And my question is this. As independents, we watched during the Bush administration